Good Morning Cybertron is a podcast intended for adults and is not suitable for those under the age of 18. Viewer discretion is advised.
Hi, it's James Roberts here from IDW, and you're listening to Good Morning Cybertron because you've got too much time on your hands.
5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
Good morning, Cybertron!
Hello, everyone. Welcome to this week's episode of Good Morning Cybertron. I am your host, Scott. You can hear by my voice cracking that puberty is just kicking right in. Isn't that great? Pretty soon I'll have hair on my wiener. With me today, speaking of hair on their wiener, it's Xavier. Xavier,
you could always get a merkin.
Oh, I could. I tried wearing a merkin once, but it looked like a baby bird with a broken neck in the nest. It was kind of really depressing. All the way from Alabama with a banjo on his knee. It's fucking Kyle.
Hello, everybody.
Oh, we love you, Kyle. You're such a good man. And all the way from Canada, land of the free healthcare and legalized weed. It is Thomas.
Hello, and also
Well, you guys got more? Shit.
Canadian healthcare sucks.
I mean, American healthcare sucks too, man. At least you guys are getting it for free, you know.
Mm-hmm.
Thomas really wants to go somewhere more north than he already lives.
It's not actually free. You're just paying for it differently.
I'll take that, man.
Also, Thomas is going to do that a lot. He's going to interject with random thoughts. Ask Scott what he was talking about on a school shoot or a shooting on the street. Yeah. And what did Thomas say? Yeah, check out this shit on my table.
Monday night, Tuesday morning, around midnight, somebody was murdered on my street here in Johnstown. Because it's Johnstown, a 25-year-old man no longer lives, no longer is exchanging oxygen for carbon dioxide, which is essential for all plant life. And yeah, it is. Those plants love the carbon dioxide. And whoever murdered him thought it was necessary to also shoot his girlfriend and his kid. So that's Oh yeah, they're wounded. They're wounded and in critical care right now.
Oh, but they're alive.
I guess they're not really saying too much. And here's the thing. I'm under a vast assumption it was his girlfriend and his kid because they said he died from a single gunshot wound to the head, but a woman and a minor were also injured. And fuck, dude was 25 years old. You might as well be a minor, at that point.
You know what the hilarious thing is? We're all like, Kyle's gagging. Mm-hmm. He's trying to keep back the bile. He can't stomach it. He's like, I can't believe this shit. And then Thomas goes, check out what I got on my fucking table here with these flight stands. Isn't this shit rip?
Wow, this Cyclonus is great. Not having the same conversation. Not at all.
No, I'm having all of the conversations. And besides, this is Johnstown, right?
Unfortunately.
Conversation is better.
Cyclonus once murdered a young man. Didn't even try to loosely tie it in. Just if it was a transmission, Thomas would have ripped the fucking gears out and we'd be buying a new car right now. Fucking straight from drive at 55 miles an hour right into reverse, skipping neutral.
But isn't murders happening in that town just like,
It's happening right now.
Probably.
It's just like, yeah, isn't that just like not news?
The thing that scares me is like a couple of weeks ago, there was a report of a dead body found in a dumpster and a skull found in a river. Now, we figured out who the skull was. That was Michael Vase, who's been missing for quite a while. I've seen the missing things up there. And whenever the skull was found, I kind of thought, I bet that's the guy that went missing real close to where they found that skull. But then But then, like, the body in the dumpster, nobody went, there's the body in the dumpster. That seems suspicious, doesn't it? It just disappeared. No one's talking about it here in Johnstown. I want to live in a place where a body in a dumpster is always front page news. I don't like the fact that got buried by the funnies and the sports, and the classifieds. We'll take out a $5 ad. Body in dumpster.
But what's more important, did the Steelers win their game? No, but the Pirates did.
Fucking no. I have no idea what the Steelers or the Pirates do. It's not roller derby, and I don't give a shit. I think Thomas is just trashing something vicious. Fuck this shelf, and fuck this Cyclonus figure.
Yep.
That's not actually
You
me.
be any fucking louder? What the fuck, man?
Jesus fuck. Anyway, I just felt like I
Actually-
needed to be part of that.
Whatever that racket is, that's not me.
Awesome. Crossbones Koopa is in the chat. He says, guess what I found out? There is Transformers figures. It's amazing. And Grim Chinchilla says, hey, I work in healthcare. You sure do, buddy. We love you for it. If you're so inclined, I don't have anything fun set up for Toy.Run right now, and I'm really sorry about that. You've got to understand, I'm coming directly. I'm coming directly from something else. We are going to have no pre-show this week. I've had no time to kind of like juggle stuff and make stuff work. So I didn't have time today to sit down and write a cute little story about Paul fighting elves or some stuff. But I'm sure he has. Toy.Run is social media plus toys. Minus fucking megalomaniacal billionaires. If you see something on your Walmart shelf, your Dollaramas, at your what have you, by God Almighty, you can post it on here. People can buy it from you. You can sell your collection. You can even, hey all, Good Morning Cybertron will be running just a little late on Wednesday. We should be on somewhere between 8 and 8:30, which is true. So come on over and join us in the live stream, which is true. You can do all sorts of toy-related stuff. It is beautiful. Please, for the love of God and all that I hold dear in this world, check out Toy.Run and check this shit out. Chris Hemsworth is likely going to star in the Transformers G.I. Joe crossover movie. Can we get any more Hemsworth in our Transformers?
Liam.
We could
get Liam in there too.
Liam Hemsworth as Rodimus Prime.
Who was in what movie was he in?
Liam Hemsworth?
Yeah.
Not one of the Marvel ones, that's for damn
I think Expendables 2, and that's about it.
Ah. Couldn't even pick him out of a fucking police lineup, dude.
No.
I'm just
overshadowed.
Somehow my brain just conjured Liam Neeson trying to transform that Revenge of the Fallen Optimus that's really nightmarishly complicated. Like, I don't know who you are.
My dearest
I don't know where
Vanessa.
you come from. I don't know how you transform, but I will transform you.
My dearest Vanessa. Day 5, and I still haven't changed this toy into a truck. The men in my battalion are getting scared, and morale is low. I fear that I will not be long for this earth, and I'm sorry I cannot make it back to you. It turned out
Somehow you ended up making that was almost a pretty good Optimus impression.
Oh.
Yeah, they wanted him in the first movie.
Yeah. Hey.
They did?
And then a bunch of people went, oh, Peter Cullen. I'm like, yeah, hindsight's a bitch, ain't it? Because I'd say, hey, I'd be way more down with Liam Neeson screaming, I'll kill you.
I'll
than
kill
Peter
them
Cullen.
all.
You don't sound like a real fan if you don't think Cullen's the perfect match.
I think Colin was pretty good. I mean, they could
Yeah,
always
but
bring
when
Liam.
Cullen has to go through a bunch of shit he doesn't want to do.
Also,
Whatever the machine is that's keeping him alive, it really makes his voice sound gruff anymore.
I kind of feel like Liam Neeson doesn't have to yell, I'll kill you. He just can say it in a normal tone and he'll sound just as threatening.
I wouldn't be upset with Liam Neeson as Optimus.
Have you
go ahead.
seen the real movie of Liam Neeson with his son? and there's that clip that went viral for like a couple of weeks where it was his son wants to bond with his dad, and he doesn't know the way to do it. So Liam Neeson starts the conversation, and he goes, "All right, what is your opinion on hentai? Is it an art form or is it smut?"
I so want to hear him say that. Good news. You and Momoko are to be married.
Didn't
Liam Hemsworth?
no.
I forgot we were talking about that.
Yeah, Chris Hemsworth.
The Hemsworth boys.
Yeah, didn't
Them
Samuel
Hemsworth
Jackson
boys
though
ready
get
to
questioned? Didn't Samuel Jackson get questioned about something like that?
Samuel
Do you watch anime?
Fucking
And he said-
Megatron.
No, but like Jackson, he got questioned on this. Like, do you watch anime? And he just said, "Yes, I do."
I'll tell you what.
Hentai.
Not for nothing. If you're going to do a G1 Galvatron in a movie, may I suggest Samuel L. Jackson? Because that fucker does crazy great.
First words at Samuel L. Jackson impression of Galvatron, motherfucker, followed by possibly snakes on the plane.
You do not want me to put my foot up your ass. Oh my
I mean,
God.
can't be any worse than the dialogue in the second Shaft movie. Holy shit, that was atrocious.
It's they call me Peoples. You know why they call me Peoples, man? Let me guess. Because you take care of your peoples? Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah, real line written by somebody.
Yeah.
That's
Yeah.
I think
Yeah.
I think the intent there is just to show the character has like 2 brain cells and he's using them really hard.
It's fucking Christian Bale. It was fucking Christian Bale. Yeah. Yeah. It was.
Jesus.
So Christian Bale is this rich white guy who's thrown into a jail cell, like a holding cell, with this Latino guy who I think is somebody famous as well, but I can't remember exactly who. And the Latino guy comes, "Hey, the Latino guy mentioned something about like something that Christian Bale's character is wearing. Christian Bale goes, you know that? He goes, "Yeah, man, Rolex," or something like that. We'll say it's the watch. "Yeah, man, Rolex is good." He goes, "They call me Peoples. You know why they call me Peoples?" And remember, Christian Bale is your racist white man. And he goes, "Let me guess, because Jew take care of Jew peoples." And the guy goes, "Yeah, something like that." Like, yeah, it was just shit, man. He was racist, but he was right. You know, it's...
So I don't know what this means.
Okay.
Chris Hemsworth in talks to star in G.I. Joe Transformers crossover. Is he playing a human? Or are we going the route that might actually be
Yeah, man.
real, where he's going to be Optimus Prime?
Yeah, man.
I mean, you could, being that this is, he could be young Duke, because who was Duke? Duke was Channing Tatum, right?
Yeah, but that shit didn't. That shit is. There's no way.
Oh yeah,
any of that shit happens.
Listen, nothing is more American than the Australian Chris Hemsworth. So I think he should be Duke.
I mean, he could be, but like, I don't know. There's like another guy, I don't know his name, but he'd be okay as Duke.
Wait, who's the actual Australian in G.I. Joe? The name's on the tip of my tongue.
Major Blood or Zartan.
Shit.
I don't know about Zartan.
They should have
Major Blood's
Hemsworth.
definitely Australian.
They should have Hemsworth do a really obscure GI Joe that no one likes.
Liam
Skymate.
Hemsworth chuckles. Liam Hemsworth is Chuckles, the stand-up
Or better
comedian
yet-
G.I. Joe.
Or better
Snow
yet,
Jaw.
from the Robot Chicken sketch, Fumbles.
Oh,
It's Fumbles.
there,
It's always been Fumbles.
there's a great comedy group called Super Ego, and they had a G.I. Joe thing where it's like, okay, G.I. Joe members, sound off. And the one guy goes, "I'm spit roast. Ever since I lost my arms and legs in a flamethrower attack by Cobra, I haven't been much help, but I bring lots of heart to it." So yeah, Chris Hemsworth is the burn victim G.I. Joe. Spit roast.
He could be Lady
Mr.
J.
Hulk. It's the whole fucking bit over a phone call.
Kyle's having a bad day.
He is. I love Kyle. I just want to give him a hug. But I'm afraid he'd shiv me.
Shiv.
Right between the ribs, fatty. Dead.
Let's see you take care of use people's nows, fat man.
Did anybody else hear what the name that? Well, I've heard this name bullshitted around for the third prequel, the third sequel movie for Star Wars. Because remember how the main MacGuffin was a stupid dagger?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, and Palpatine's name is Sheev.
Is it?
So the movie
Sheev
should have
Shiv.
been called the Sheev Shiv.
Fucking hell. Get the fuck off my show.
No, I've heard that from other people too.
Oh my god. I just think it's interesting. It would be I think if you're going to do Chris Hemsworth, if you're going to have that kind of power, you should put him into a human role instead of just a voice. You know, but what the fuck do I know?
I mean, it all depends on what his availability is. It's like, hey, we're doing live action G.I. Joe, Transformers, and he's like, God, I can't. I got like Thor 7 to film. And was like,
Yeah.
you just want to voice an Autobot then? He was like, yeah, that's cool.
You know,
If
but
only he wasn't still Thor.
Yeah.
Like the last movie, I thought he wasn't going to be.
it says
And then they just kept him as Thor.
in talks to star, right? And that's the thing.
Yeah.
Whenever you say star, I'm thinking of like Kelsey Grammer and Mark Wahlberg starred in the Transformers movie. Peter Cullen, he was drastically important. Dare I say more important than Mark Wahlberg or T.J. Miller or Kelsey Grammer? You know, but you don't
T.J.
really
Miller,
think of
the
him.
statue.
They really don't say starring Peter Cullen, right? And that's a shame.
Yeah.
I think Peter Cullen was the best thing about those movies.
Yeah.
But he's not known too well in Hollywood. He's known as the Predator voice guy.
Yeah.
He's like, oh, he's the dude that voiced the Predator, and Eeyore. But it's like when it comes to Transformers, it's like, oh, that's television. This is movies.
I don't know. I think anymore, like anytime they talk about Peter Cullen, it's that dude's fucking Optimus Prime. They never say Peter Cullen was Bruce Banner. Shit, man.
Actually, funny story. When Hugh Jackman was just breaking out as Wolverine, it was around the same time that Al Gore made that film about global warming.
Right.
So, and Hugh Jackman said, "Dude, I'd love to talk to you about your movie some, and so on and so forth," because Al Gore was at the time going around Hollywood, and Hugh Jackman was just like, "I'm interested in global climate change. Let's talk." And Al Gore was like, "Absolutely." And the story goes, Al Gore went to his publicist and said, "Hey, can you get Wolverine a copy of my movie?" And they knew exactly who they were talking about, who he was talking about.
That's awesome. Hey, I love you.
Oh, I love you too.
Oh, Xavier loves you too.
Not so much her.
Oh, I'm not going to tell her that.
I mean,
she's over the
gets
door.
you, like,
What?
She gets you 7 days a week. I get you for 2 to 3 hours, just depending on how much we bullshit.
That's
Back
fair.
off, bitch.
Xavier says you get me 7 days a week. He only gets me for 2 or 3 hours a week. So back off, bitch. She said you're welcome to move in. I had a dream. On Monday. I want to talk about the goat. She's leaving me over this.
Goat.
I knew it would be the end of our marriage. I woke up Monday morning fucking pissed. Angry as hell at my wife. I was furious. I had a dream that she bought a goat. And it was living in the house with us. And she paid $1,250 for this fucking goat. And it's shitting everywhere in the house. And it's eating the furniture. And she won't tell me where she bought it or who she bought it from. But every time that I asked her, where did she buy the goat? I think she's cheating on me with the guy she bought the goat from. And I was pissed. I woke up so angry. And she was very confused. Whenever I said, I'm pissed at you because of the fucking goat. What? The goat.
Wow. And she's like, but Scott, don't you realize we own chickens?
Oh, shit.
Can you just imagine the confusion, though, of walking into your house one day to just see this, like, I guess, medium-sized goat staring you down from a hallway with its weird octopus eyes?
Yeah, because part of my brain thinks it lived it. Yes, I can, as a matter of fact. Part of my brain went, yeah. You know that night that we fell asleep and we had the goat? No, that wasn't real. Felt pretty real. Felt pretty real to me. That seems kind of real. So yes, I can imagine it. Just the same way I can imagine these Takara Tomy Masterpiece lift tickets and DK2 guard Dairy Queen. I don't fucking know. Normally I wouldn't
Smooth
talk.
as sandpaper.
Yeah, I know. Smooth as sandpaper. John Wayne toilet paper. Rough, tough, and doesn't take shit from anybody. But what fascinated me the most about this, look, we've got like toy guard, we've got toy lift ticket. You son of a bitch! I love you, Newton. Newton's bumping me. I'll have to tell you a story about Newton after the show. Remind me after the show, guys. I need to tell you a story about Newton. Yeah. What got me about this? When I went, oh shit, we really gotta talk about this. Look at this alternate face that comes with DK2 guard.
Oh my god, I know what that is.
Yeah! It's the Andre the Giant Andy Warhol. No,
it's the weird glass. It's a weird sticker face that used to go in his horrific original form.
That's right.
The Diaclone face.
Yeah.
But now it's on the top, and it's all somehow even more chaotic and weird.
How did you abstract see that? That is incredibly hard to find.
It was just like I was looking at it, and I went, well, wait, that's not the face that the other one has. And I went, oh, holy shit, that's the sticker. And then I went up to the excuse me. I went up to the direction, the description, and I went, oh, it has a Cybertron face. That's got to be it. The Cybertron face has got to be the sticker face that they're talking about here. And yes, it does look like, hold on here, Andy Warhol, Andre the Giant.
This again.
Yeah, I'm familiar with this weird thing.
There it is. Andre the Giant. That's the sticker face. You cannot tell me any different that's the fucking Transformers Ironhide and Ratchet sticker face.
It's pretty close.
Yeah. But this, like, that kind of went, oh shit, that got me. That got me hard. And like,
that's a nice touch.
That is a nice touch. That is a really nice touch.
It's almost kind of Lego. It almost looks like a Lego face big.
Well, it's also one of those weird, because I'm actually dying for like a play set. You know how they had that Micro Machines Bumblebee fold-out play set sitting on the store shelves? That's supposed to be the Autobot City within the car mode, the Camaro mode of Bumblebee. It's just been out for a very long time, and I keep thinking they could get around to it and do Diaclone versions of like Ironhide and Ratchet if they were popular enough. Because those dudes, when they fold out into their robot modes, they are absolutely nothing. But they would make an incredible play set for Micro Machines.
Oh, buddy. You can't see it right now. I'm petting Newton. He's so in love with the pets, aren't you, buddy?
Newton's also one of them that gets you 7 days a week, so you tell that little cunt to back off.
Hey, Xavier says back off, cunt.
I'll probably never buy this or see this again in person ever in my whole life, but I do like the paint apps on the legs.
Yeah. You see that? Yeah, I do too.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Also, lift tickets just a McDonald's with wheels.
Yeah, lift ticket's okay.
He's not loving it though.
Yeah, I like the fact that they've given him the double blasters. That's something like, the deluxe, the mainline deluxe Trailbreaker and DK2 and DK3, or I guess it's DK3 that's the blue Trailbreaker, and lift ticket and hoist. That's something they're kind of missing. I'd like some double blasters.
Yeah. It's not cost effective though. That's the problem.
May have to whip some of those up. I'm getting something here on Friday that I'm really excited for. I can't do the resin printing because of contact with resin. I'm allergic to it, right?
Oh.
I got a wash and cure station. So now I can do the resin printing and have minimal contact with it. Right?
Well, there you go.
Yeah. They had a used wash and cure station on eBay. Elegoo was selling them. I got it for $55.
55.
That's a $140 device. I got it for $55. So it'll be here on Friday. So I got a whole bunch of stuff. I got a whole bunch of shit to fix up my printer. I got rubber gloves. Rubber gloves are fucking expensive. They were like $10 for 100 on Amazon and Walmart. I go to AliExpress. I got 300 rubber gloves for $7.
I'm not trusting fucking AliExpress. How do you know that's actual rubber and not like
look
African slave mine children?
Hey, fantastic! Just so long as the resin gets on the slave children's skin and not mine. That's all I give a shit about. Look, I'm real sorry. You were so stupid that you were born in a part of the country where they still use you to dig out, I don't know, latex gloves from the earth. I don't know how this shit works.
Latex glove mine.
No, you actually have to. You do have to mine for latex. You're actually not far from the truth.
I thought latex was trees.
Yeah. Doesn't that
or
come
processed
from
for latex? Sorry.
Yeah, I'm just imagining somebody drilling for latex and finding a rich vein of latex gloves in between a layer of SSDs and I don't know, milk cartons.
I was fucking in the strip mine fields of the goddamn Congo whenever we hit the biggest goddamn nitrile glove vein I'd ever seen in my life. It was all surrounded by a layer of fucking condoms, but that layer was real thin. Open it up, fucking blue gold.
Fucking anything's possible, because I don't know if you ever remember this when Holson was still on the show regularly, and he dropped the bomb on us that when he went to go visit like a dig site, there was a place that was a kitty litter mine. They were like, what the fuck?
I remember that.
That's definitely a real thing. That happens in this country. Like you can and the really upsetting thing about that is these places where they crush up the limestone to create that cat litter is also abundant in fossils. So they're probably destroying like fossil species that have never been seen before and then crushing them into cat litter.
Well, Mittens needs someplace to shit, so unfortunately the fossil record's going to be incomplete.
Yeah. Going over to the chat, Crossbones Koopa says, redo Star Wars with Arnold Schwarzenegger as Yoda. The Starfather, hey Starfather, how you doing? John Wayne toilet paper, lol. MPDK2 looks much better than the Selects. I got to agree. All it needs are two big-ass arm cannons. Crossbones Koopa says, my chat GPT is pissing me off. Tell me the ethics for my fan fiction. I told you to shut up, and they have these to kiss. Wolf1701, Wolf buddy, how you doing? I like the Diaclone Ironhide. I ain't paying for it, though. I feel the same way. I feel the same way about like DK2, which is the Ironhide. I feel the same way about Lift Ticket. I like it, but I got the Gen Selects, man. Chapter.
I got the Rockon, too.
Crossbones Koopa says Chapter 2 was the wise counsel of talking buttholes. Dewanis Perez, Dewanis, babe, how you doing? So 5-finger discount, Wolf. Ooh. Wolf got the sticky fingers.
Up his prostate?
I don't know how you're going to steal this, though. I don't think you're going to see this on the shelves in the United States. That'd be impressive if you can pickpocket it from Amazon. That's...
Just pretend you're a tourist in the Amazon mines. It's like, oh, what's that over there? And then as you're snapping a photo like a Japanese tourist, you slip one in your pocket.
Oh, man. Wolf1701 says, I'll give you 5 fingers. I certainly hope not. I dated a girl who I said had the clap because you could put both hands in her vagina and just go. And Starfather says sneak 100. Moving on. This was kind of interesting. Takara Dramatic Capture Series Autobot Set official reveal. Okay, it's Optimus. Okay, it's Jazz. But I never thought we'd see Mainframe in toy collars. This is kind of bloody interesting.
Yeah, I thought so too. Yeah, I saw that yesterday. Very unique. Yeah.
Yeah.
He looks good.
And they changed the decals that go on the front of his Teletran 1. It is not the same decals. Like, for example, that main screen is the arc, but on the second, it's the arc from a top view, but the other one was like the arc from a diagonal view. So, I mean, the tampos are different on this new mainframe.
Yeah. Well, not a breaker, but man, that's actually for a Teletran 1, that's actually pretty nice.
Yeah.
Does he still come with the probe with the spy?
He does. He does
Sky Spy.
indeed.
Yeah.
Right there it is. He does indeed.
That's neat. Wow. So they're doing a little recreation of the original episodes.
Yeah.
Where's Skywarp? He was actually one of the first Cybertronians rebooted.
God.
I think he was the first one.
Megatron was second.
I would love to see a Skybound Skywarp. If anyone's reading the Skybound comics, you know what the fuck I'm talking about.
I wonder why Jazz is back having clear plastic.
And he's the studio series. I just don't like the fact that if I want this mainframe, I have to buy two other figures for it.
But you can flip those two other figures.
Yeah.
I'm not going to. I'm not going to buy this. It's
what, $100? $200?
Look, no matter what it is, it's probably going to be 20 plus 30 plus 30 plus 40 plus 30, which is 100 because math is a real thing. But I don't know.
I like the fact that Teletran doesn't have like a panel on the bottom, so you just see Mainframe's feet sticking out.
Yeah. Hi, I'm not a robot. I'm a computer.
That's very Inspector Gadget. He's trying to hide.
I'm a computer. You got to stop all the downloads.
Wiggle the joystick harder.
Do it.
Try yanking it.
Do it. Way to ruin a childhood. I had a fucking childhood memory come back to me hard this week. One of the listeners of the show, I can't remember who it was, posted this plastic toy that they had as a kid, right?
Yeah.
And somehow my brain went, "You didn't have that plastic toy, Scott, but you had another one in the line." What? Fucking what? Why did you do that, brain? 45 years. I lost this toy when I was 5 years old. And my brain went, "You had that." And it took me forever to find it. It was this. Park Plastics Aliens. So somebody put up Zoder right here. I had Zoark whenever I was a kid. And yeah, part of me wants to have Zoark again. There's Zoark. And that's somebody, like, I've went on to eBay and I put a bunch on my watch list. So people are going like, "Would you just please fucking buy this from us? Nobody knows what the shit this is. You want it for $5? We'll give it to you for $5. And I'm like, "No, I can 3D print this. These are like the most simplest designs ever. I can make this work. Please just fucking take this piece of plastic away from me." "No, I don't need it." "Do it, you son of a bitch."
I like the little stage play Scott's puts on. It's just like, wow, eBay suddenly has voicemail.
"Oh, fucking buy me now."
Do you remember back in those times, back when everyone thought that putting a Z in something's name made it sound more science fiction-y?
Saltman Z.
It still does.
Yeah.
Zemon, Zark, Zoder, Zork.
Zodiac.
Planet Zingus. Wait a second. Wait. We've got instructions here. Operating instructions. For Zark, push the missile into the action arm to fire squeeze lever on back of arm. Zoder, insert stun saucer into front of warrior, then turn clockwise. Do not overwind. Fire by pressing the button on the back of the alien. For Zoark or Zork, insert blaster into, which is, I think I had Zork. Insert blaster into action arm and turn clockwise. Do not overwind to fire. Squeeze the lever on the back of the arm. And I'd like to know what that says. But yeah, there's...
Collect them all.
Yeah. There's Zoark. No, there's collect them all down there. They don't want that shit hidden behind the figure. There's Zoark, Zoder, and Zark. And I think somebody showed off the picture of Zoder.
So now you're going to build the shiznittle.
Why the fuck wouldn't I? That's
Why indeed.
Why the fuck wouldn't I? I think with enough engineering, I may be able to make them fucking fire the discs in the dart. It's
Shit.
This is like a rotor force gimmick from G2, right?
They do
Yeah,
have a
very
very Max Steel feel to them, don't they?
Oh, I like the circular saw kneecaps on the one
Yeah,
guy.
right. Knee you
That's
in the
neat.
groin and give you a vasectomy.
Would you be able, Scott, to maybe design a little bottom piece so Mainframe's feet don't stick out?
I mean, yeah. I mean, that would actually be really fucking simple.
It's like that thing where it's just like you're searching for the murderer in the room. It's like, I wonder if he's behind the curtains.
I know you're in here. I know you're
psycho
in here.
killer, you.
Oh my god. Wolf1701 says, I dig this dramatic capture set thing, but I ain't paying for it. I kind of thought we'd get a toy color mainframe in selects. Wolf1701 also goes, you'd love the probe, wouldn't you? Starfather says, chainsaw to the dick. I wish I could make that the title of the show. Chainsaw to the dick.
You probably can.
Just say chainsaw to the Richard.
There we go. Richard
No,
Chainsaw.
D-I-C-H.
The Deech?
Still dick.
The Deitch. Anyway. Crossbones,
That's even worse.
Crossbones Koopa says, funny how the brain brings back things we thought we forgot. Corey, remember your mom had the 1979 big chap figure that scared the shit out of you as a kid? And she sold it and it goes on big on eBay now? 1979 alien big chap figure. Yeah. Oh, Starfather suggests chainsaw to the decay. My God. That's my heavens, Chauncey. I do believe I got a chainsaw to decay. Well there, Reginald. I say you found yourself in quite the predicament. Tef logs in. First thing I hear is we should name the show Chainsaw to the Dick. Yep, I'm in the right place. Oh my God. Moving on. Transformers 1 Prime Changers, Bumblebee and Sentinel Prime. Now, these Prime Changers, Bumblebee looks good. He looks decent. The alt mode looks decent. It has a very Bumblebee movie feel to the alt mode. So I do like that. Also, he looks like a stormtrooper down here in the front of the car, which is always
he's got a car face.
He's got a car face. But then we got our first really good look at Sentinel Prime. And this is a really fucking nice looking little figure. I like this. Huh. I like this. I didn't realize he was Dirge.
But yeah, that's very Dirge in alt mode.
It's very Dirge in alt mode. But I fucking love this.
Or rather, Swept Wings forward, he's Dirge Clonus.
He's Dirge Clonus. Dirge Clonus. What do you think of these guys? Oh, Newton, I love you. Oh,
son of a bitch again with the cats.
Oh, I love you, Newton. Oh, mwah.
What kind of abstract piece of equipment is hanging off the back of his jet mode?
That's
Scott
a
never
shield.
kisses me like that.
That's a shield or
That's
a
a
stabby
shield.
stabs? It looks like a shield.
Well, just a nice figure, honestly.
You know. Now that I'm looking at that chest, remember the War for Cybertron air raid figure that they retooled into Shockwave?
Yes.
He
Yes.
kind of has that energy going
A
on.
little bit.
Yeah.
Didn't they also do that when it's Fireflight?
No, I don't know if they did Fireflight, but I know they did Brimstone. Like there was a BotCon pirate Brimstone. That
Oh,
they did
I
in that
mean
mold.
the one that you're referring to, the one that was Shockwave that got I think that's the one you're talking about, right?
I know he got
Japan did Firefly.
Oh, okay, that's why I don't know. I know that we got an air raid out of it.
Oh, it's Air Raid. That's the one I'm thinking about.
Yeah, the gold one, air raid. I always thought that mold would be good for like a Kranix and Arbalest figure as well.
Oh, yeah, I can see it.
Yeah, I mean it would be a bit of a stretch. It would take some remolding, but yeah,
But I see what you're talking about.
yeah.
So who?
might
I
be
mean,
buying this
obviously
bubble
they're
tea.
probably trying to get some more Jet characters out of this for later. I'm assuming that's the future roadmap for a Jet character because they're like, there's a lot of fucking cars in this show. Can we get a one flyer maybe for future retooling purposes?
Yeah, sure we can, buddy.
Yeah.
Would you?
Because I'm looking at it, it has two null rays, just not classically on the arms.
Right.
Yep.
Upward facing nipples,
Mm-hmm.
like
Or
Francesca
party
Lay.
cannons. Yeah.
Yeah, I'm pretty convinced this is going to be a Seeker of some sort later.
Yeah, the chest canopy on the front, the null rays, and then just like movie design tat all over it. It's like, but the shape's there. It's got that feel they want to do this if this is a success later. It's like Seekers.
Yay, Seekers.
Oh, Pride Seekers?
Pride Seekers. I love it. I love it. Putting the trans back in Transformers.
Hell yeah, Pride Seekers.
Right on. Right
Well, it's an
on.
excuse to do more colors.
Always an excuse.
I mean, really, you could make a Rainbow Seekers display right now.
Yeah,
You
it's like,
could.
oh, we have a reason to put out the Tetrajet mold 11 more times.
Let's see, red
In
would be
gray,
Red
purple,
Wing. Orange would be Sunstorm.
Red Wing. I forgot about Red Wing.
Yellow would be one of the Rainmakers. Green would be one of the Rainmakers. Blue would be Thundercracker. And violet could be Skywarp. And indigo, I guess, Thrust. Is Thrust an indigo? Indigo is kind of a bullshit color.
Do you say Acid Rain or do you say Acid Storm?
Acid Storm. Maybe. I
'Cause
don't
there's
know.
Because there's Bitstorm as well. There's Acid Storm, Bitstorm, and I forget Firestorm. Was that the third one?
Nova Storm.
Nova Storm.
My brother just brought up a really good point about this thing's jet mode. It
Hold
looks
on.
Well-
like Diatlas.
Is your brother in the room with you right now? Did he throw something else
No,
at your head?
he's in the comments.
Oh, okay, I see. Let's go over to the comments. We'll take care of that. The Starfather says, "You're welcome. I'm there technically." Wolf 1701s. I'm digging that Sentinel Prime. I ain't paying for it though. The Starfather says that Sentinel looked cool, and Gigatwin says you're both wrong. That Sentinel Prime has a Diatlas alt mode.
He's not. That's pretty close, actually.
It's not bad. It's not bad.
It-
Wolf 1701 says his ass is shielded. Tef.
I mean,
oh, go ahead. Go ahead,
yeah.
Xavier. My apologies.
No, I mean, it's just like, no, these guys are right. Yeah, it's just, I really think some of these guys, they do that thing Michael Bay had happen to him when he got the directing gig for Transformers. Is like he was given a Hasbro crash course on what the Transformers are. And it's just like, and here's an encyclopedia of all the characters. And he's like, yeah, I'll take one of this, and the tits on this one rock, but I'm going to transplant them over here on this girl, and she's going to be the human. All right, let's film a movie.
Let's see here. Tef says, I hate Bumblebee's legs in robot mode. So empty and hollow. Let's take a look at those legs in robot mode. They are fucking empty and hollow. You are not wrong. Wolf 1701. And Bumblebee we've seen like 100 times before. Giga Twin, thought of the day Hasbro does a Transformers wrestling crossover line and remolds the arc so it turns into a squared circle for the TF wrestlers can fight in Randy the Macho Butt Savage. Like,
oh my God!
I
you
just
remember a few years ago?
I just noticed those. Oh, sorry.
Yes, Thomas, you were saying.
Oh, looking at that Bumblebee.
Anyway, like I was saying.
Ha! Fuck all of y'all.
Oh, you got me. You got me.
Okay.
Go ahead.
Go ahead, Thomas. Go ahead.
Yeah, the Bumblebee. I just noticed this. The hollowness in the legs. It kind of makes me like you look at the top of the body and you're like, oh, I'm in Toys R Us, and then you look down and you're like, no, I'm in Dollar Tree.
Yeah, it's a toy for toddlers, and it has transformed somehow.
Yeah,
I'm buying it.
It's like that. What it reminds me of is that you know that meme where they have a horse that's really expertly drawn on one side of the panel, and then on the other side it turns into a stick figure.
Yeah,
that's what that reminds me of.
Xavier, you had something to say.
Shit, I forgot it.
Fuck.
Yeah.
Oh. Dewanis Perez said Sentinel has dick shoulders. Well, let's take a look there. Starfather says Seafoam Green, Seeker Baja Blaster. And Wolf1701 says Seeker Pride, I love Indigo. Starfather says, oh my God, Sentinel Prime says, definitely I'm a protected man kind loser. Tef says, would you look at Bumblebee's blade and say, I'm in a sex shop. I'm sorry, a little bit of your comments being covered there. It does have a dildo feel to it. Xavier, if it's triggering for you, I believe we were talking about wrestling Transformers. Macho Bot Randy Savage.
Oh, fuck. I think, okay, something did come to mind because it's like crossovers. Yeah, there was already crossovers with this shit. Like, I forgot about this. The WWE for like a period of time was doing massive crossover shit, and they did He-Man and Ninja Turtles at one time. So there's a John Cena figure based on the He-Man character Faker, and that whole meme of "you can't see me." So they made the Faker John Cena mashup clear plastic.
Yeah. Oh,
that's what that shit reminded me of. It was like, yeah, there has been some wrestling crossover shit.
Yeah. We've got a little bit more Transformers 1 news. We got the images of the mainline Optimus Prime. We got some new stock images. This is something we've seen before. What a lot of people have affectionately termed the Lobster tractor trailer truck, the Lobster Semi, and the Red Lobster. That's a lot of lobsters.
A mouthful.
Yeah, it is.
That's like Worcestershire lobster trailer truck.
I made that up. Look, it looks like a fucking lobster.
It kind of does.
Yeah. It looks like shit.
Well, I mean, it's not supposed to hold anything like resembling a person at all.
I drive my tits around.
Well, shit. Good for you, babe.
That's what I see. That's what this screams to me. I drive my titties.
Carcerization even affects Cybertronians. Soon all will become crab.
It's a galactic phenomenon.
I'm okay. I'm over here. I know I'm off screen right now, and I'm sharing the screen so a lot of people can't see. There's like really only 3 people I can see off screen. I just need to stand for a second.
You do? Yeah. Is it because everything turns to crab?
My balls itch. And I just don't want to scratch them like it's anywhere near. You know, I guess
use your pincers.
I should. Oh man, one of the foster kids at my boss's place was watching, like Despicable Me 78 or something like that, and Jean-Claude Van Damme was one of the bad guys in it, and he voiced a character named Jean-Claude who had a lobster arm.
Oh,
That's some Fairly Odd Parents humor.
Yeah,
Yep.
yeah, it is.
What?
Yeah, so Jean-Claude Van Damme was in Despicable Me, and he voiced a supervillain named Jean-Claude, who had a robot lobster arm. Hold on here. Jean-Claude. Minions. Dude.
what's that guy like in real life? Is he apparently like? He's not a jerk or anything?
He's the best goddamn thing on the fucking planet is what he is.
I've heard.
He's
I've
also
heard
an
good.
asshole.
I've heard some good things about him. Yeah.
He's the
an
anti-Steven Seagal.
Yeah.
He used to be a total jerk ass though.
Yeah. He got caught on the 90s, I think it was, during like the boom of MTV, hitting on some girls that were part of the real world TV show, and he was trying to force her to come back with him to his hotel, and she was just like, I ain't going anywhere with you. I don't care if you're Jean-Claude Van Damme. And one of the DJs had to go, hey, get off of her. And Jean-Claude Van Damme apparently said, do you know who I am? You know, like, because that's the power move thing. It was like, do you know who I am? And he's like, and she said, I don't give a damn who you are. You get off her. So he drove away. And then he later did an interview with MTV where he unironically said, I love my wife and there's no other woman for me in the world than my wife.
Oh, fuck.
Also, heavy drug use.
Well, maybe he might have grown out of it.
I hate everything that breathes on this planet. Everything disappoints me, man. I found out
He's
Bill
great
Nye
in Mortal
the Science-
Kombat.
I found out Bill Nye the Science Guy was a dick, and just Brad Pitt punched
Really?
his
What'd you
kids
think of
and
that?
Angelina Jolie in the head on a plane. It's like, what the
What?
fuck even is this world?
Yeah,
That actually happened.
Yeah, that supposedly. That's
We
what
have footage.
That's what Angelina
No,
Jolie
no,
says.
shut up.
What's that?
Okay, Amber Heard said a lot of shit too.
Yeah,
Is there footage?
I don't know. I just found out about this
Then it
today.
doesn't exist.
Good to
Like
know.
bullshit.
Kyle's using the Southern defense. Then it don't exist.
Doesn't exist.
But Scott, you have discovered the answer to the Fermi paradox.
What? There are no aliens because we don't have footage, or do we?
We haven't been able to contact aliens or find them because they know how shitty this planet and how big of an asshole we tend to be.
Look,
Shit, I've known that for years.
I don't try to explain I don't try to explain myself and introduce myself to plankton. That's why they don't talk to us, right? The same reason I don't say hi to the fucking plankton whenever I go swimming. They're so far beneath me, they might as well not be there. I get it. They're important. And dare I say, I'm going to say this right now. The plankton in the ocean, I have more affinity for the plankton in the ocean than I do the average person walking through this Johnstown Walmart. Because fuck those people. Fuck those people.
So, where are the aliens?
There's also a
How come they
problem.
haven't contacted us? Because we live in a cul-de-sac in a trailer park full of meth addicts.
Also, the plankton probably speaks Dutch more than anything. So
Earth.
unless you speak Dutch, they're not going to understand you.
Earth is the Johnstown of the universe.
Yes, that's perfect, actually.
Yeah.
Oh my God, can you imagine if that was actually on a poster in some alien bar lounge somewhere? It's like, don't go there.
Don't go there, man. Look, you landed in Johnstown. Holy fuck, dude. Dude.
Wait a minute,
Unironically, we would unironically like capture them and then knock them out with chloroform and literally steal their kidneys.
We'd be fucking
No,
horrible
actually do
to
that.
them. We'd be fucking horrible to them because there's a species on this planet that is very alien and it's super, super intelligent, in many ways more intelligent than a human, and we treat it like shit. I'm talking about dolphins.
Oh,
They
yeah.
deserve it. Don't you dare. No.
The dolphins.
Kyle's-
The dolphins were
Kyle's-
asking for it.
Yeah, Kyle has a point. They're kind of psychopaths.
Some
And
of
rapists.
them. Some of them. Not all
favorite
of them.
my favorite fringe conspiracy as to why aliens don't talk to us, and this was granted, this was some crazy dude I work with. He said, "You know why they don't talk to us? It's because we don't believe in the sanctity of marriage anymore."
Oh, Jesus Christ.
Oh, yes.
That was the deciding factor.
That was the deciding.
That's
This is like because we fuck around with the sanctity of marriage too much. They're like, we can't do that. And so it's like, so aliens believe in the sanctity of marriage. This is like, goddamn right they do.
The sanctity of marriage.
Listen, whenever you got a fucking xenomorph, xenomorphs only went after the single people and the cheaters. That's the way it works, man. That's the way it works. Moving over to the chat. Let's see here. Gigatwin says, I have the Mr. T He-Man figure, and it's simply fantastic. The Starfather says Lobsterfest Prime. Tef says Jean-Claude. Aliens lock their saucer doors when they fly by the Earth. Starfather comes back with, I tried talking to Plankton once. Turns out it was just grass. Technical Jim. All I can see is that he's in the chat. Technical Jim, buddy. Great to see ya. Wolf1701 says, I like dolphins. I ain't paying for them, though. And Starfather says, dolphins ain't got thumbs. I feel like that belongs in a whole batch of phrases. Dolphin ain't got thumbs.
Dolphin ain't got thumbs.
Don't fuck
Not
with
plural.
those ducks. They got
Unless-
diseases.
Unless you got an X-ray machine, then they do.
No, you want to phrase it like it's one of those pieces of wisdom, but it's like slightly off, so it's like not plural thumbs, just thumb.
Dolphin
Can't
ain't.
fuck with me, I got thumbs.
Homeless
I mean-
people should be allowed to be turned into dog food. Dolphins ain't got thumbs. People should be allowed to
I don't know
keep
what
midgets
things
as
that
pets. Dolphins ain't got thumbs. there's a certain grouping that phrase goes with. Starfather, I hope you don't mind me poking a little bit of fun. Wolf1701, if dolphins had thumbs, we'd all be dead.
great.
Yeah, there is a great Onion article that is just dolphins evolves thumbs. Scientists go, oh shit.
If
They can open
you
doors now.
Yeah.
if you gave them robotic legs and opposable thumbs, they would turn into dark elves.
Here's the thing. I don't think that we are ever going to find an aquatic-based intelligent civilization capable of space travel. I don't think it's possible, and I'll tell you why. If you are if you are aquatic based, you can't develop fire.
Yep, that's a good point.
Yeah.
That's a really
Unless
good point.
Unless
You
it's Greek
don't-
fire.
you can't really create a civilization without coming across fire first, I think.
Yeah.
And you can't do that underwater. And there's another reason too, and that is that water can't really hold nearly as much oxygen as atmospheric, as the atmosphere can.
Mm-hmm.
And so, like, I think that developing lungs is probably a major factor in that. It's basically gives you access to like rocket fuel.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah. For
Yeah.
your brain.
The Starfather says, back to the midgets. Wolf1701 says, I want a pet midget. I'd pay for that. And Crossman Scoopa says, back, I was jacking up a trunk. I can't read. It's behind a tiny little heart. Moving on, though. Moving on to Looky What I Found. Xavier, buddy, do you have a Looky What I Found?
I am gonna do a rejuvenation of an old Looky What I Found that we
Okay.
forgot to cover. Mikey is in a video.
Yes! Yes! Our good buddy, Mikey, is interviewing people for Hasbro now.
How about that?
It was stunning. Mikey is the only person that gets the MP3 of this anymore. I lost the account to get onto Spotify. It was I was either going to lose Good Morning Cybertron or Strange Pathways. So, being that Strange Pathways has the wider listener base, and like there was only one person downloading it, and it was Mikey, I just send him the MP3 now. But yeah, shit.
But he is a bit of a celebrity now.
Right? Good for him. Good for him. Oh, I'm so proud of him. I'm so fucking
was
proud
great.
of that guy. Yeah. Yeah. Man, that was... I love the kid. He's a man now. He was like, what, 13, 14 whenever he came on the show?
Really?
Shoot, yeah, that was... And we were like, why are you listening to us? You know damn well you should not be listening to this, Phil.
I just like you guys. Yeah.
Yeah, that was it. That's how we met Mikey. He's like,
Yeah.
can I come on your show? And it's just like, you're like 10. No.
Come back whenever you're 11. That's How about you? How about you, Thomas? Do you have a looky what I found?
I found something on Twitter, and I can't remember who it was from, so I'm sorry if I can't source this properly. But I found a picture of something awesome. I thought it was funny. Here, I'll share it right now.
Okay. Oh shit! It's over in the Facebook chat. Okay, hold on here.
Oh no, it's not.
Oh shit! That was my wife sending me something. She sent me a picture of a tiny.
You know how
house.
we've been getting tons of corpse figures, dead characters.
Yes.
Yeah. I found the perfect addition to this series of dead guys.
Let's see here.
Scott, your boner's showing.
Oh, dead Starscream. Absolutely.
No, but a pile of dirt.
Wasn't that a obvious plant creation at one point?
I don't know, but this is perfect.
I think it was. Wolf 17.
Instead of gray Starscream, you just sell a bag of gravel or something.
Crossbone was jacking up a truck. Wolf 1701 says pet midget picture. In a weird way, this is my wife who is 5'9", so technically I'm the pet midget. Aww.
Well, their house is very interesting.
Crossbones asks, Scott, can I put you in my fan fiction as the vice of the wise talking butthole that is part of the wise council talking? Absolutely. You do it. Corey, I'm very sorry. It's been a really busy couple of days. I haven't had time. I haven't had time to read it. I will read it. You keep sending those to me, but I haven't had time to read it. I will read it. I promise you. Wolf 1701 says, I dig it. He paid for it. Yeah, that I love my wife. Look at her. Look at that smile. Look at that smile. God bless America. She's gorgeous.
Is she from the Bahamas?
She is. But you know, we're in the States, so I have to just. I've never been to the Bahamas. Kyle, do you have a link?
You don't even live in the United States. You live in some sort of Walmart.
Yeah, I live in an Onion article. You said it best, Xavier.
That's true. I did say it.
You said you don't have anything, buddy?
I have nothing.
Well, how about reinforcements from Cybertron? Do you have anything there, buddy?
Nothing there either.
Yeah, it's kind of a drought. I don't have any reinforcements this week either. It's been kind of a drought, so I've just been enjoying not spending money for a second. How about you, Xavier? Any reinforcements this week?
Like Yu-Gi-Oh cards.
Oh, nice. That's sexy.
Especially the foiling. Oh, pretty foiling.
How about you, Thomas?
I got nothing new, just the Magmatron that I still haven't unboxed.
Man, well,
I'm seeing lots of great pictures of it. It seems to be fantastic, so looking forward to it.
Someday.
Man, oh man.
Maybe when my wrist isn't messed up.
Yeah, how's your arm feeling, buddy?
Fine, mostly. It's like I can drive now, and I get an X-ray tomorrow.
How many more weeks do you think you're in the cast?
Well, I've been in it for 6, so
It's probably coming off soon.
It must be. I mean, I can use my hand. It's just that it's in this stupid splint thing, and it really does prevent me from being able to do a lot of stuff.
Yeah.
No, Thomas, Scott was pulling a you, and he asked a completely different question. Not the cast on your arm. He meant the cast as in this show. How long do you think you're going to be part of the cast?
Yeah. I'll tell you what. I was in a cast once for 8 weeks. It was my ankle. Right? I ripped off the tendon, so I did tendon and ligament damage. So they have me in a cast for 8 weeks,
That's
And-
horrific.
Oh, it was. It was. I was on crutches, and then the crutches started doing nerve damage, and they threw my ass in a
Jesus.
wheelchair, right? And I'm fucking hopping everywhere like, on one leg. Like, thank God I was only like 17 years old whenever it happened. Like 16, 17, somewhere in there.
Oh yeah, I mean
Yeah.
at that age, I think your ability to heal is much greater.
Yeah,
and
if I did it today, I'd be fucking down for the count, right? But
at least it would take a lot longer to recover
yeah,
from.
they cut this cast off. And they pull my leg out of this cast. I've lost all the muscle definition in my leg. It just looks like a fucking stick with a foot on the end of it. And there's all this dead skin. And it freaked me out. I went, fucking hell!
Whoa.
Leapt out a window.
Oh, man, I had no muscle tone. Because I've always been heavy, so, my legs have to hold that all up. And, yeah.
Atrophy is not great. I'm actually wondering if I've had some muscle atrophy.
Yeah, you haven't moved those muscles for 6 fucking weeks, dude. You're going to have to build that shit back up.
Yeah.
Oh my God. I have no plans for this week. I'm looking forward to the weekend so that I can spend some time with my wife and watch like episodes of the Y-Files and Papa Meat. Ariana and I love Meat Canyon. We've been watching Meat Canyon play this kid's baseball game called Backyard Baseball. And I'm telling you.
Oh my God, yes.
It is fucking great because Papa Meat has taken on this persona, Hunter. Hunter Hancock is the guy's name. He's taken on the persona as the guy's coach. And he goes, look, here comes Letitia. Jesus Christ, she's fucking huge. She's the BBL Sasquatch. She's the cryptid queen. I've been giving her human growth hormone for 16 weeks. Her clit's longer than my dick is now. It's just like he's fucking dealing with these kids. So he's like, God damn it, Pete. God damn you, Pete. I'm not going to be your coach anymore. You guys fucking lose this. Look, I loan money to bad people. And I'm not going to be able to be your coach anymore. And he's got one kid who's in a wheelchair, Ken Kawaguchi. And he's the pitcher. God may have taken your legs, but he gave you one fucking hell of an arm. So I've just been enjoying that. I've been enjoying some Meat Canyon. Oh my God! I think we're gonna end this. I got something I want to tell the boys.
Oh.
Something I want to tell the boys. Thank you so much for joining us here this week at Good Morning Cybertron. Big thank you to everybody in the chat. Crossbones Koopa, Wolf 1701, The Starfather, Tef, Technical Jim, Giga Twin, Dwayne Marsh, I believe, is up there. I don't know if I said Dewanis Perez and Wolf 1701. I probably did. My mind is 1,000 miles an hour today. I can't explain why, but fucking hell, thank you so much. If you get a chance, Dewanis has a great channel. Go check out her stuff. Same with Crossbones Koopa. Great channel over there. Ugly Wretch, Phoenix, and Belucius have a great channel. They're probably going to be live this Saturday. Check them out. Ninja Bill has an amazing channel. Check that out. Tef. If you happen to be a French-speaking Transformers fan, Tef is fucking a genius because he puts out the review in English and French. How fucking awesome is that? Thank you, says Quebec. You're welcome, says Tef. The Monde. Gentlemen. Omelette du fromage. Gentlemen, thank you for being here. Say guten Nachten.
Good luck.
Sayonara, suckers.
You sons of bitches. I just fucked it up, man. We're not getting paid for this one. I cursed within the last minute of the show. Oh, I never monetized this shit anyways. Fuck y'all, YouTube.
Deuces, double birds in the air as we get out of here.